This is Theodore at Lies of the Devil. Go to liesofthedevil.com. We're at the front line of the spiritual warfare to rip souls away from Satan and deliver them to Jesus Christ. The real Jesus Christ, not the fake Jesus Christ being promoted in the shack and these pagan goddess weirdos that are promoting this stuff, promoting this pagan goddess Oprah Winfrey character, whatever the case being. So I want to talk to you about Donald Trump, and he was asked about what he thinks about God and to keep Jesus out of the White House. And so he said, listen, now is more important than ever to have God in my prayers and to have God help me in all my decisions. President Trump was recently interviewed by David Brody. Let me switch gears. I have to ask you about God, Brody says. How has the spiritual journey been for you, especially being here and knowing the gravity of the office? Do you feel the need to pray anymore? Where are you on that? As Mr. Conservative notes, Obama tried to dodge a question like this, but President Trump did not hesitate to answer. And essentially he says that, listen, this isn't like building a building in New York anymore. This is life and death decisions and life-altering decisions, people in healthcare having better decisions, et cetera, that I have to have God in all my decisions. I have to. It's more important than ever. And, we don't know the President Donald Trump's heart. I don't know him personally, but it seems like a really good guy, at least from what people have said. And you will know them by their fruit. And honestly, he's doing great, doing a really good job. And the idea of him promoting Christianity and promoting freedom and Christians being able to go out, and Jews and Christians are the same, really. And then there's Jews that are atheists that lost touch with the Messiah because Christians didn't stand up for him during the Hitler regime. Okay, I'll go down that rabbit trail later on, but maybe in a documentary. But you have, even Muslims, you have the right to have your faith here, okay? But don't break the laws, don't be murdering people, and Christians were supposed to be promoting Christianity ever since the founding of this country. And they were supposed to flush out people through spiritual warfare, what we have to do now to keep the country intact. And we've turned our back on God, and so that's why we're having to deal with a lot of problems. So let's hear from Donald Trump's own inauguration as to what he believes, that God is the one that's going to protect us.
And most importantly, we will be protected by God.
You have to go, okay, well, what God is he talking about, right? You have to say that. But you'll know them by their fruit. He's doing a great job so far. But we have to just continue praying for these people, continue praying that they let Jesus Christ lead them, that they have, maybe they don't know how to try the spirits, right? Paul tells us to try the spirits to make sure that it's of the Holy Ghost. We have to do that with these people. Maybe they don't know that. Maybe they don't know how to try the spirits, whatever the case being, and maybe they may get swayed back and forth, whatever the case being. But you have to pray that God will, his voice will speak clearly to Donald Trump when he's praying. Okay, and he's not being led astray.
I'm leading with the evangelicals. I'm a good Christian, and I'm leading with the evangelicals. And I want to tell you something. Christianity, and I put it in the same vein and sometimes in the same sentences, Christianity is being chipped away at.
And without a doubt, I'll get somebody that's like, he's not a Christian. He's using you like Hitler used the Christians. Well, you know what? The Christians didn't do anything during Hitler's regime, and they let people get slaughtered. Okay? So shut up! Don't talk about that stuff. Okay? Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you do something? Why don't you make videos? Why don't you go speak the truth? So just stop it with all that crap. Fear holds men in captivity. Even if President Trump is evil, even if he is a Luciferian or whatever the case being, even if he is that, you are to abhor evil and you're to expose it and you're to be a good Christian and you're supposed to go out there and make things right. And that means exposing false prophets. That means getting people to stop worshiping pagans, pagan goddesses like in the shack. Oh, but it's just fiction. They admit that it's not just fiction. They admit that it's theology and they used it to push their agenda. They admit that. And Paul Young's an actor. Just go watch the Shack documentary, okay? We got a bunch of documentaries. Go watch the Shack documentary, okay? The extended version is 90 minutes long, okay? The free one's 40 minutes long, okay? These people, you're making excuses. You're idol worshiping. My point is that he's doing a great job. He's doing a fantastic job. He's defunding a Planned Parenthood. He's stopping abortions. And you want to say that he's not a Christian and that he's using Christianity? Listen, I don't care. Thank God that he's doing that. We have 60 million babies that have been murdered. I did a video on Planned Parenthood. Watch that. 60 million babies. We have 340 million, 350 million people in the U.S. and 60 million babies have been aborted. That should blow your mind. That's hardcore genocide. At least he's getting rid of that. At least they're trying to stop it.